Good morning. This is the HERDSA conference that was scheduled for the 9th of July, the roundtable, Pathways and Partnerships. My name is Shamika. I am presenting on behalf of myself and Ping, my colleague at University of Wollongong. We want to look at internships and the benefits internships have to three different stakeholders. So in terms of students, the benefits of internships is that it gives them the opportunity to experience authentic workplace experiences. And in the Australian context, I think that is a valued aspect of a resume for an employer. For example, for the benefit for us university staff, it helps us to establish links with the industry and create that teaching research nexus. In terms of industry, our students become their talent pool for the future, and many of our internship partners, host organizations have recruited our students, and our students are now hiring interns. However, with all these benefits of internships, we still have challenges that we have to face. And these challenges become far more complex in an international setting, especially a post-COVID era when you never know what might happen and when we might or might not be able to follow through with sending students to for international internships. So the research objective of this paper was to explore the international internship experiences of our students and how we can learn some of the best practices and the benefits and the impact of international internships on our students. So our methodology was we focused on two universities. One was a Thai university and one was an Australian university. Both of our universities were sending students on international internships in collaboration with international internship partners. So we interviewed 15 of the students who went on international internships, and we interviewed 3 internship administrators and internship partners. When analyzing the data, what we did was we used duo-ethnographic techniques. That means Ping and I are both have coordinated the international internships, and the combination understanding, using our experience as a lens to understand the experiences of the data, the experience of the students, administrators, and partners was a unique methodology. Findings. We like to talk in terms of pre-internship, during internship, and post-internship. First, let's look at pre-internship. One thing we found from the data was that students who considered international internships generally had a higher level of cultural capital. That means they had exposure to international travel. Their families had a little bit more financial. They were able to provide for them to travel overseas. And most of the students who even considered an international internship had a very globalized view of their career. Rather than thinking, I'm going to be working in the area that I have been in, they had views and dreams of working in terms of the global labor market. So that was an interesting one. During international internship placement, one of the things that happened was that they enhanced their cultural capital. That means they had a greater understanding of different business practices that were different or similar to the home country business practices. So students from Australia who went to China, for example, they understood there were completely different set of business practices that was outside the norm of what they understood as normal. And so they were able to develop that ability to adapt to different business practices. They also enhance their global social capital network. So one of my students came back from China and was boasting about having so many networks in China in business, in supply chain management. And he said that has really benefited him because of the global supply chain networks now he has. So the other thing is, students who went overseas cultivated their human capital in terms of their communication skills. They were able to adapt their communication skills and person skills, how to develop relationships across cultures, because they were able to work with people who may not be, may have different, come from different perspectives, different cultural backgrounds. After coming from the international internship, we realized that the global career adaptability was enhanced. So they had more confidence in their global career. They were able to adapt to various business contexts and practices, and that meant that they had the confidence to seek opportunities in the global labor market beyond their home country. So what we think is that we believe that our findings showcase that universities have to incorporate certain things into the internship programs to develop their student skills in that international perspectives. So understanding that my norm is not the norm of the others, that understanding diverse views, that is a skill set that students need to learn and can help them. They also need to develop their professional network beyond the home country, because we are in a global environment. And so having that professional network and learning to profile your strengths in different contexts in a culturally savvy way was very important. So our findings are helpful to create the importance that we need our students to have that cross-cultural business savviness. They have to have a strong international business professional network and confidence to showcase their strengths to the prospective employers. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening. If you have questions or feedback, please email shamika@uowedu.au or email ping on pingk@uowedu.au. Thank you very much for listening.